Okay, I'm here in the dry bean patch. By dry bean, we mean that the bean has, these are beans intended to be eaten dry. This is a pinto type bean called Whipple. And we're here at late July, it's July 27th. And so I'm gonna show some videos of how we got to this point. There's a few weeds still left in row, have to be taken care of. Some of them are pretty large. Between rows pretty clean, and so we're kind of just some hand hoeing to finish up over there and irrigating a little bit. So I'm happy about the crop so far. It's flowering, it's setting out pods, and this is a pretty productive cultivar, Whipple is. But beans take a lot of work. You gotta weed them, you gotta water them. And so let me show you how we've gotten to this point. So what I've got is I've got the sweeps set up on the beans, and I have them on the right side of each bean row, and each bean row is 30 inches apart. So what I'm able to do is creep along and weed the right side very tight to each row. So I'll go real slow and creep along weeding the beans. So these are the beans that I was using the sweeps on a little while ago, and now, you know, the in-row weeds are just really bad. So between rows are pretty clean. The sweeps actually did a decent job, but right around the plant rows, it's not so good. So I'm going through with what's called a Tillie and getting as close as I can to each row. And then we're hand hoeing and pulling in row after that. I'll show you what the Tillie does. Yeah, maybe you can go now. All right, here I want to show the kind of progression of weeding. On the far left, these rows have had the Tillie go over them, and then also they've been hand hoed and hand pulled. Here, just the Tillie's gone over. This is the row straight ahead here. And then this one has neither Tillie nor hand hoeing yet. So you can see how the Tillie really does a good job of reducing by a lot how much the hand hoeing has to happen. And it's not just about the material, but also the visual. So really clarifies where you have to work. Really important part about the bean cultivation is the timing. We got in here just in time. They're starting to flower, and that's an indication that they're about to send out runners. And so this patch will get full of bean runners and flowers. So it would be really hard to get in here with any kind of equipment or see what you're doing and not damage the plants if we'd waited even, you know, a few days to a week later than this. And at this point, when they start to send out runners, it's a really good time to irrigate again. There's lots of soil moisture down there, but they're really going to be helped by a shot of irrigation because they're going to be sending out so many additional leaves.